the other important aspect in the rooftop system is normally people will be scared that your installation may create some kind of leaking on the system. So this is another important area when you do you decide an installation. Number one, bracket for the roof tile. So you make sure you don't knock anything and dig a hole on the tile. So you use a bracket where you can slip through the jacket, and the aluminum rail screw on the bracket. So meaning that you don't touch the solar. And then you have bracket metal type where you can clamp on the tiles. And from there you have shingle, and it can work as a supporter, a very strong supporter. So these are the type of installation. We have solar array, we suit various installation. We also install one in our capital in Putrajaya. So if you have like number one, 2 kilowatt system, this is the roof where we put in the aluminum runner in Selangor. And then the other system we put in TTD Ajaya, the other different orientation. If you have a two orientation solar panel, we put in there on residential in Bangi, and 12 kilowatt system. So there are various types of system, but these are all the roof, the normal roof, either V-shape or A-shape roof. But they are also, see, like this. This picture is while we do the installation, we make sure all the cable are tested before we do the connection, because we want to make sure that all module that we install are good and it can work during the time. So before we do the connection, we test the system. We check the IV curve first before it is being connected on the roof. So this is another client. We have a roof. The roof is flat like that. So what we do is that we create a shape, a structure, so that you have a 7 degrees tilt angle facing south in order to get the highest irradiance from the sun. So this another side. This guy has got aluminium metal deck. So for aluminium metal deck is more serious and more dangerous. We make sure we don't have any holes, because once it leaks, you're going to have a lot of problems to troubleshoot the leaking, as well as to fix it, and you have to remove the solar. You have to. That's why experience and expertise in doing the installation is very important to ensure a good quality system installed. So this is another one, again on rooftop. This is a common problem in any metal deck roof installation, because if they're not careful, you're going to crack. You are going to have a nightmare because of the leaking, and it's not easy to troubleshoot, to identify, to locate where does the leak come from. Yeah. So in our project, besides doing EPC, besides doing consultancy, we also identify a few more projects. At the moment, we are trying to invest in the floating solar in Malaysia. In Malaysia, we have also a lot of lake where, as you know, Malaysia was formerly known as a tin mining country, one of the largest tin mine country in the world. So there are about 1,900 ex-mining ponds. So we are identifying a few for us to do floating solar farm. In this way, we will save the soil, the land, for them to use as a cultivation for agriculture product. And as we use the ex-mining pond, which is no value, barren land, we can use this one for mining. We are also working with our housing community housing board, where house is always expensive to build, and for the community to afford to buy a house is expensive. So what we do is that we want to develop a housing scheme with solar roof, and we take the revenue from solar. When we sell the energy, we make some money. The money from energy we will use to defray the loan repayment, part of the loan repayment for the housing that they pay. So in this way, it will make the house affordable, and the bank cannot deny the application from the home buyer, because they are guaranteed payment from the energy bill, energy income coming from the utility company. So this is another example project. We have Aquaculture Center. Instead of leave the roof like normal roof, we make it into a solar pump, generate electricity, use it there, and export to the grid, whatever excess. And a futsal court, we put in like this also. So you have both. You can pay the rental of the land from the income from futsal as well as income from solar. So as I explained just now, we also make a lot of car park roof so that it can be used in church, in mosque, in religious worship place. You can use this system. All right. So that is about some of my sharing experience in solar project with you guys. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer.